Hey guys, Mike with Jeeps on the Run. Got my sidekick Charlie, and today we're going to be talking about flat towing the 4xe behind an RV. What we're about to tell you holds true for pretty much any JL. There are some small differences for the 4xe, but we'll go into those details, so let's get started. You ready? Yep. So let's talk about the Maximus-3 tow loops. The beauty of these is you can tow your Jeep JL, or JK for that matter, with these tow loops without having a huge base plate, ugly base plate hanging down, and when the vehicle is not being towed, it's an eyesore. So these are actually not too bad to install. I recommend first step being taking the bumper off and the lower valance off, which is removed at the moment. Now, the directions from the manufacturer leave a little bit to be desired, and they definitely gear more towards a Rubicon bumper. So if you don't have a Rubicon bumper, I would pay attention to this because it's going to be a couple of good tips that help me out. So there's the valance that's been removed from the Jeep, and that's also the plate. You're going to need to remove that as well, and I'll explain why in a minute. So this is the original one. That's what it looks like when you take it off. I'm going to cheat a little bit. This is the one I removed from my old JL. I'm taking everything off an old JL and putting on this new 4xe. So these are what the valances look like when you remove them. That's the original one. I'm cheating a little bit. This is my old one from the JL that I'm taking everything off of and putting on this new 4xe. Now, the directions for the install on this are very vague, and they're definitely designed towards the Rubicon metal bumper. If you don't have the metal bumper, I would put the directions aside, and I'll give you some pointers. So, on your factory bumper, there are notches cut out. You'll see this U notch here. You'll see one there. See them all along here. Your outmost two notches are already cut to the exact same width, length, everything need to be. You do not need to cut this outside plastic of your bumper at all. Now, underneath this plastic, there is a metal layer of, a thin layer of metal. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut that out underneath this, so this hook loop can protrude into this notch. So if you look here, see that metal that's there on this one, it's been cut. So you do need to cut the metal out, but it just needs to be cut the depth of that already factory designed indent, I guess you could call it. And then these things will mount up perfectly. So first step would be take this off. Now, when you go to cut this, you can line this up to your bumper, and it'll show you exactly where you need to cut. And I would go down, this is about 2.5 inches. I marked it with a hole saw first, and then I came in with a Sawzall and made a nice clean cut. And once it's up there, I'll show you. Now this is where I decided to mount my electrical harness. So once it's on the vehicle, it's dead center, right in the middle. So in that, you'll need to cut out this back plate to allow room for your wires and your harness and everything to poke through. So once we get this all put into place, we'll show you what it all looks like.